Senate Armed Services Chair Levin and Foreign Relations Asia Chair Jim Webb recently in Guam on the buildup, and Senator John McCain argue the current DoD realignment plans are unrealistic, unworkable, and unaffordable. Levin says much has changed since the U.S.-Japan Roadmap for Realignment Implementation Agreement was signed in 2006. He argues the projected times are totally unrealistic, and the significant estimated cost growth associated with some projects is simply unaffordable in today's constrained fiscal environment. More specific to the buildup, Levin says political realities in Okinawa and Guam, as well as the enormous financial burden imposed on Japan by the disastrous March earthquake and tsunami, also must be considered. Senator McCain says the Asia-Pacific region's growing role in the global distribution of power requires us to consistently review and update plans for the U.S. military's role in the region. And Senator Webb writes, this moment in history requires that we clearly articulate our operational doctrine, thus reshaping the structure of our military posture in the region, particularly in Korea, Japan, and Guam. The senators propose revising the Marine Corps Force Realignment Plan for Guam to consist of a permanently assigned headquarters element bolstered by deployed, rotating combat units that are home-based elsewhere, and consideration of off-island training sites. The senators also call for a look at the feasibility of moving the Marine Corps assets at Futenma in Okinawa to Kadena Air Base in Okinawa instead of building an expensive replacement facility at Camp Schwab. That, while dispersing part of Air Force assets now at Kadena to Guam's Andersen Air Force Base and/or other locations in Japan. The senators conclude their proposals would save billions in taxpayer dollars, greatly reduce the U.S. footprint in Okinawa, and reduce the timing of sensitive political issues surrounding Futenma. Congresswoman Madeline Bordallo, responding in a separate statement, argues the senators are not saying stop the buildup on Guam. They are saying we must get things done right. But she adds it will be important for the senators' findings to be supported by a robust and comprehensive analysis of the cost and impact on military readiness of any changes to the realignment plan. Matt Kay, PNC News, Washington.